The ceremony was held in what the Tauri called the Great Hall, a massive chamber with soaring ceilings and walls that seemed to shift and change like living things. Hundreds of Tauri filled the space, their blue skin and opal eyes creating a shimmering effect as they moved. Lily stood beside Queen Zara on a raised platform, feeling self-conscious in the ceremonial clothing she had been given. The fabric flowed like water around her body, changing color slightly with her movements from deep blue to purple and back again. Princess Lyra sat nearby, still looking frail but much improved, her eyes bright with excitement. The queen raised her hands, and the hall fell silent. "Today we honor a visitor from a distant world," she announced, her voice carrying effortlessly across the vast space, Lily Mason of Earth, who brought healing to our princess and hope to our people. The assembled Tauri made a sound like rushing wind, a collective expression that Nara had explained was their way of showing approval by ancient tradition. Queen Zara continued, "I name Lily Mason, friend of the crown, the highest honor that can be bestowed upon one not of Tauri blood. She will forever be welcome on Tauron, her voice heard in our councils, her wisdom valued by our leaders." Tauri official approached, carrying what appeared to be a small crystal on a cushion. The queen took it and turned to Lily. "This is the royal shard," she explained. "It marks you as under the protection of the crown throughout Tauri space. No harm may come to you while you carry it." Lily bowed her head, allowing the queen to place a delicate chain around her neck. The crystal hung just below her collarbone, warm against her skin. When she straightened, she saw Princess Lyra smiling at her through their strange connection. Lily could sense the princess's joy and gratitude. It was an odd sensation knowing another being's emotions so directly. After the ceremony came a celebration, unlike anything Lily had experienced. Musicians played instruments that created sounds she had never heard before. Food and drink flowed freely. Tauri nobles approached her one after another, expressing thanks and curiosity. Chief Medical Officer Verex found her. "During a quiet moment, I have completed my analysis of the procedure," he said, his voice low. "The bond between you and the princess is more significant than we initially believed." "What do you mean?" Lily asked. "The genetic material exchanged was more extensive than planned," Verex explained. "Some of your DNA has integrated with hers, and some of hers with yours." Lily felt a chill run down her spine. "Am I still human?" Verex made a gesture she had learned meant reassurance. "You remain human." "Yes, but slightly altered. The changes appear stable, beneficial. Even your cellular regeneration has improved. Your expected lifespan may have extended." Lily wasn't sure how to process this information. She had come to help and had been fundamentally changed in the process. "Does the princess know?" "She does," Verex confirmed. "She insisted I tell you immediately. She fears you might feel violated by the exchange." Lily shook her head. "No. It's surprising but not unwelcome. I came to help knowing there might be risks, and extending my lifespan hardly seems like a downside." Verex seemed relieved. "My greater concern is the mental connection. It shows no signs of fading as we expected. The distance between worlds should weaken it, but I believe it will remain significant." "So we'll always be connected?" Lily asked. "In some form." "Yes," Verex said. "You may experience shared dreams, emotions, perhaps even thoughts across the void of space." A unique situation in our medical records. Later that evening, Lily found a quiet balcony overlooking the alien city. The lights of Terex spread out below her like stars fallen to earth. The air carried sweet, unfamiliar scents. Princess Lyra joined her, moving more steadily than before. The healing continued rapidly. "You are troubled," she said. It wasn't a question. She could feel Lily's confusion. Through their bond, it's a lot to process, Lily admitted. "Your medical chief told me about the genetic exchange." Lyra nodded. "We are connected now in blood as well as mind. Does this disturb you?" Lily considered the question. "No. Not disturb, overwhelm. Perhaps. I came here expecting a simple medical procedure. I didn't expect to become part alien." The princess made the trilling laugh. "I did not expect to become part human either. But here we are, both changed by our meeting. Perhaps that is how it should be." True understanding comes from shared experience. They stood in comfortable silence watching the lights of the city. I must return to Earth soon, Lily said finally. They will be worried about me. Yes, the Queen has prepared for your journey, Lyra said. Our fastest vessel will take you back to your station. But first I have a gift for you, from a pocket in her robe. Lyra produced a small device shaped like a leaf. This contains botanical data from 20 Tauri worlds, she explained. Nearly 10,000. Species, many with properties your scientists have never imagined. Medicine, food, construction materials, all freely given to Earth. Lily took the device, stunned by its implications. This is incredibly generous. It is the beginning, Lyra said, of what I hope will be a long exchange between our worlds. The next morning, preparations began for Lily's return journey. The Queen herself oversaw the loading of gifts and technological exchanges promised as part of the agreement. Cultural artifacts, scientific data, and samples of Tauri materials filled several cargo containers. Lily found herself reluctant to leave. Despite the strangeness of Tauron, she had grown fond of the alien world and its people, especially Princess Lyra, whose mind touched hers in ways she still didn't fully understand before boarding the ship. Lily had a final private audience with the Queen and Princess. Earth is not ready for full diplomatic relations, Queen Zara said frankly. Your leaders will need time to adjust to our existence, but you, Lily Mason, will serve as our bridge until formal ties can be established. Lily nodded, understanding the responsibility. I will do my best, Your Majesty. The Queen touched the crystal at Lily's throat. Remember, you speak with my voice now. Use it wisely. Princess Lyra stepped forward, embracing Lily in the human fashion, something she must have learned from their shared memories. I will miss your physical presence, she said, but you will never be far from my thoughts. Lily returned the embrace, feeling the princess's strength returning. Our connection remains, always, Lyra confirmed. Distance cannot sever what we have shared. As Lily boarded the Tauri vessel that would return her to Earth, she carried more than gifts and scientific knowledge. She carried a piece of an alien princess within her DNA, within her mind. A connection that spanned the stars. The journey back seemed shorter somehow, perhaps because she now understood more of the Tauri technology, or perhaps because her thoughts were so often with Lyra, sensing the princess across the void of space. When the ship approached the Jupiter station, Lily felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. How would she explain what had happened, what she had become? The Tauri captain, a stern female named Cora, approached her. We have contacted your station. They are understandably concerned about our approach. Tell them I am aboard, Lily said, and unharmed, Cora nodded, making the communication. The response was immediate relief mixed. With suspicion, Commander Beck herself demanded to speak with Lily. When Lily's face appeared on the communication screen, Beck gasped. Dr. Mason, you're alive. We feared the worst when you didn't return, as scheduled. I'm fine, Commander, Lily assured her. Better than fine, actually. And I bring gifts from the Tauri royal family. Beck looked skeptical. We will need to follow quarantine protocols when you dock. Of course, Lily agreed, understanding the caution. But I assure you there is no danger. The Tauri are peaceful. They seek only friendship. As the ship docked with the station, Lily felt the connection to Princess Lyra strengthen briefly, as if the royal was reaching out to her across the stars, sending reassurance. She sent back her own feelings of gratitude and friendship. Commander Beck and a security team met her at the airlock, their faces showing a mixture of relief and wariness. Welcome back, Dr. Mason, Beck said formally. We have many questions. I'm sure you do, Lily replied, touching the crystal at her throat, and I have many answers that will change everything. The medical chamber was a vast circular room with walls that curved upward to form a dome. Above them, stars were visible through what appeared to be a transparent ceiling, though Lily suspected it was some kind of display princess. Lyra lay on a raised platform in the center of the room, her thin body covered with a shimmering material that reminded Lily of liquid silver. Medical staff moved around her checking equipment and displays. Chief Medical Officer Varex approached Lily. "We are ready to begin the procedure," he said. "Are you prepared? As ready as I'll ever be." Lily replied, trying to sound more confident than she felt. Varex gestured to a second platform beside the princess. "This is where you will lie during the extraction. The process is not painful, but you may feel unusual sensations as the machine isolates the enzyme." Lily nodded, climbing onto the platform. The surface was surprisingly warm and seemed to mold itself to her body. Queen Zara stood nearby, her face showing concern. "Will this hurt my daughter?" the queen asked Varex. "No, Your Majesty," he assured her. "The princess will feel nothing. The procedure targets only the genetic material." Lily turned her head to look at Lyra. The princess smiled weakly at her. "Thank you, human," she whispered. "Whatever happens, know that your willingness to help means everything." Before Lily could respond, medical staff placed devices on her temples and wrists. A gentle humming filled the air, and a dome of blue light formed over both platforms, connecting Lily and the princess. "Relax and breathe normally," Varex instructed. "Now we begin." The sensation was strange but not unpleasant. Lily felt a tingling throughout her body, as if gentle electricity flowed through her veins. The blue light pulsed, slowly growing brighter then dimmer in a steady rhythm. On screens around the room, complex patterns shifted and changed. Varex and his team moved between displays, speaking rapidly in their own language. Occasionally making adjustments to equipment. Time seemed to blur for Lily. She wasn't sure if minutes or hours had passed. The tingling intensified, focused now in her chest and arms. She felt oddly connected to Lyra, as if she could sense the princess's presence nearby. Images flashed through Lily's mind: Earth, trees growing impossibly tall, Jupiter's swirling clouds, stars rushing past at incredible speed. She realized these might be the princess's thoughts, her memories or dreams flowing between them through whatever technology connected them. Then, suddenly, a sharp pain shot through Lily's body. She gasped. The blue light flickered. "Something is wrong." Varex called, his voice tense. "Stabilize the connection, Queen." Zara moved forward. "What is happening?" "The human system is producing an unexpected reaction," Varex explained, working quickly at a control panel. "The enzyme extraction is causing a feedback loop." Lily felt the pain intensify, spreading from her chest to her head. She couldn't speak, couldn't move. The blue light connecting her to Lyra pulsed rapidly, turning from blue to purple. The screens around them flashed with warnings. Tauri medical staff moved with increasing urgency. "We must stop the procedure," Varex said. "The human is at risk." A weak voice called. It was Lyra, struggling to rise. "Continue. I can feel it working." Lily managed to turn her head, seeing the princess. She looked different somehow. Her skin tone had deepened, returning to the rich blue Lily had seen in other Tauri. The grayish tint fading. Varex hesitated, caught between his duty to the princess and concern for Lily. "Let me decide," Lily gasped through the pain. "I came here to help. I want to continue." Queen Zara looked between them, torn between her daughter's life and the safety of their human guest. "The choice is made," Varex said grimly, seeing Lily's determination. "But we must modify the procedure to protect you both." He adjusted controls, and the pain in Lily's body eased slightly, though the strange connection to Lyra seemed to grow stronger. More images flowed between them. Lily saw alien landscape, cities, underwater gardens, things she knew must be memories from Lyra's life. In return, she felt her own memories flowing outward. Her childhood home on Earth. The first time she saw Jupiter from the station window. Her greenhouse filled with experimental plants. It was as if they were sharing not just physical material but experiences, knowledge, emotions. Lily understood now this was far more than a simple medical procedure. They were being linked at a fundamental level. After what seemed like hours, the blue light began to dim. The tingling sensation faded. Lily felt exhausted, but strangely exhilarated. "The procedure is complete," Varex announced. The enzyme has been successfully extracted and introduced to the princess's system. Now we must wait to see if her body accepts it. The dome of light disappeared. The connection between Lily and Lyra severed. Lily felt suddenly alone, as if a part of herself had been taken away. Medical staff helped her sit up. She felt dizzy, weak, but otherwise unharmed. Queen Zara rushed to her daughter's side. Lyra opened her eyes. They seemed brighter than before. "Mother," she said, her voice stronger. "I feel different. Better, I think." The Queen turned to Lily with tears in her opal eyes. "Thank you, human. You have given us hope." Lily was taken to her quarters to rest after the procedure. She slept deeply without dreams. When she woke, she found Nara waiting beside her bed. "How long was I asleep?" Lily asked, sitting up surprised, to find her strength mostly returned. "Nearly a full day," Nara replied, offering a drink in a crystalline cup. "The procedure took much from you, but the news is good." The Princess Lily asked eagerly, taking the cup. The liquid inside tasted like honey and citrus, improving by the hour. Nara said with evident pleasure. Her vital signs grow stronger. The genetic stabilization appears to be working. The Queen has declared a celebration for tomorrow. Lily sipped the sweet drink, relief washing over her. It had worked. She had helped save the alien princess. That night she was well enough to join Queen Zara for a private dinner. The Queen seemed transformed, her earlier worry replaced by joy. "My daughter asked to see you tomorrow," the Queen said, as they ate. "When she is stronger, she wishes to thank you personally." Lily nodded. "I would like that." "How long will the recovery take?" "Varex believes she will regain full health within a month," the Queen replied. "Perhaps sooner." "The treatment exceeded all expectations. There is something you should know," the Queen added, her tone becoming serious. "The procedure created a unique connection between you and Lyra. A bond we did not anticipate." Lily thought of the shared memories, the strange sense of connection. "Is that why? I saw her memories and she saw mine." The Queen nodded. "Such a deep sharing is unprecedented. It seems human biology interacts with ours in unexpected ways. Is it permanent?" Lily asked, uncertain how she felt about having an alien princess permanently connected to her mind. "We believe it will fade with distance," the Queen assured her. "When you return to Earth, the connection should diminish. But you will always share something unique. You are now what our people call soul bonded. A rare and sacred connection." Lily considered this. It was strange, but also fascinating. A human and an alien princess connected across the stars. It sounded like something from a story. The following day, Lily was escorted to the princess's chambers. Lyra sat in a chair by a large window overlooking the alien landscape. She wore a flowing robe of shimmering blue. Her posture straight, her eyes bright. "Lily Mason," the princess said with evident pleasure. "Please join me." Lily sat in a chair across from the princess. "You look much better." "Your Highness, please call me Lyra." The princess insisted. "We have shared minds. We need not stand on ceremony." "You look better too," Lyra added, studying Lily's face. "The procedure took a toll on you as well." Lily smiled. "I'm fine. Just needed some rest." They sat in comfortable silence for a moment, both aware of the strange bond between them. "I saw your Earth through your memories," Lyra said finally. "So green, so diverse. Nothing like Tauron. I hope to visit someday." "Perhaps you will," Lily replied. "When you're fully recovered." Lyra leaned forward, her eyes intense. "When I was ill, I thought only of survival. Now I think of the future, of possibility, the connection between our worlds, the knowledge we could share." Lily nodded, feeling the princess's enthusiasm. It was infectious. "What do you propose?" "Cultural exchange," Lyra said. "Scientists from Earth visiting Tauron. Tauri scholars studying your world. Botanical specimens, shared medical knowledge. It could benefit both our species." "It sounds wonderful," Lily agreed. But I'm just a botanist, not a diplomat. Lyra made the trilling sound that Lily now recognized as laughter. You saved the life of a royal princess that makes you the most important diplomat your world has ever known. Lily hadn't considered that her actions had opened a door between worlds, created possibilities no human had ever imagined, and we share a bond. Lyra added softly, I will always know your mind as you know mine, even across the stars. That connects our people in ways treaties never could. As Lily looked out at the alien landscape of Tauron, she realized her life had changed forever. She had come to save one life and might have changed the course of two civilizations. The door to the chamber opened and Queen Zara entered. Lily. The Royal Council wishes to honor you formally tomorrow. A ceremony to recognize your service to the crown. Lily looked between mother and daughter, seeing their similar features, their shared hope. The weight of responsibility settled on her shoulders. She was no longer just Lily Mason, botanist, she was now a bridge between worlds. Tauron appeared first as a glowing blue sphere in the viewing port. Lily gasped at the sight. Unlike Earth, this world had no green continents or brown deserts. The entire surface shimmered in shades of blue and purple with swirling white clouds. That all ocean? Lily asked Nara, who stood beside her. Not as you understand it, Nara replied. Our world has different composition than Earth. What you see is our living surface. Living? Lily turned to her alien companion with surprise. Nara made that trilling sound again. Yes, the surface of Tauron is partially organic. A network of plant-like organisms covers the land masses. They change color with the seasons. As the ship descended, Lily could see massive structures rising from the blue landscape cities, built in circular patterns with tall spires that seemed to grow from the ground rather than being constructed upon it. The capital city of Terex, Nara explained, the oldest settlement on Tauron. Nearly 10,000 of your Earth years. The landing was so smooth Lily barely felt it. When the doors opened, the air that flowed in smelled sweet like honeysuckle and mint. She followed Queen Zara down a long ramp onto the alien soil. Welcome to Tauron, the Queen announced with evident pride. Lily looked around in awe. They had landed in what appeared to be a massive garden. Structures that resembled trees but with crystalline trunks rose hundreds of feet into the air. Their branches spread wide, creating a canopy of glittering leaves that shifted colors as they moved. The ground beneath her feet felt slightly springy. A path made of smooth white stone led from the landing pad toward an enormous structure that reminded Lily of a seashell spiraling upward. The royal palace, Queen Zara said, noting Lily's gaze. Your quarters have been prepared there. As they walked toward the palace, Lily noticed many Tauri stopping to stare at her. Some bowed deeply to the Queen while continuing to watch Lily with obvious curiosity. They have never seen a human before, Nara explained. They find your appearance quite exotic. Lily almost laughed at the idea that she might be considered exotic. The aliens with their blue skin, opal eyes, and crown protrusions were far more unusual to her eyes. The palace interior was even more impressive than its exterior. Vast halls with ceilings that seemed to capture and amplify light. Living walls where plant-like organisms created shifting patterns of color. Fountains that flowed upward, defying gravity. Queen Zara led Lily through a series of chambers, each more beautiful than the last. Finally, they stopped before a large doorway guarded by Tauri in armor, similar to those who had accompanied the Queen to the space station. My daughter's chambers, the Queen said, her voice solemn. Beyond this door lies the future of our royal line and now perhaps its salvation. The guard stepped aside and the doors slid open silently. The room beyond was dimly lit. A soft humming sound filled the air coming from what appeared to be medical equipment surrounding a raised platform. In the center lay a slender figure, Princess Lyra Queen. Zara said softly, approaching the platform. Lily followed, her heart beating fast. This was the moment of truth, the reason she had traveled across the stars. The princess turned her head slowly. Her face resembled her mother's, but younger, softer. The crown protrusions were smaller, barely visible above her forehead. Her opal eyes seemed too large for her thin face. "Mother," the princess whispered, her voice weak, "you have returned." Her gaze shifted to Lily. "Is this the human?" "Yes, my daughter, Queen." Zara took her daughter's hand. "This is Lily Mason from Earth. She has come to help you." The princess studied Lily with obvious interest. "You are smaller than I expected. From our studies, I thought all humans were large creatures." Lily smiled. Despite the strangeness of the situation, she felt an immediate connection to the young alien. "Not all of us, Your Highness. I'm considered average height on Earth. Please, call me Lyra," the princess said, attempting to sit up before weakness forced her back down. "The formality seems unnecessary when you have come so far to save my life." Lily moved closer to the platform, getting her first good look at the princess. Her blue skin had a grayish tint that Lily assumed was a sign of her illness. Her arms were thin, the bones visible beneath the skin. "Not sure I can save you," Lily said honestly, "but I will do everything possible to help." Lyra smiled, revealing teeth that were pearly white and slightly pointed. "I studied your species before I became too ill. Your honesty is refreshing. Most species would promise miracles to please royalty. I'm a scientist," Lily explained. "Science doesn't work with false promises only, with truth and evidence." The princess's eyes seemed to brighten. "You are a scientist too." "What field? Botany?" Lily said. "Plant biology." Lyra made a sound of delight. "I studied your earth plants. They are fascinating. So diverse. Some even eat insects. How remarkable." Lily found herself smiling at the princess's enthusiasm. Even ill and weak, Lyra showed a genuine passion for knowledge that Lily recognized and respected. "My daughter needs rest." Now Queen Zara interrupted gently. "The procedure will begin tomorrow. You should prepare yourself as well." Lily Mason as they left the princess's chambers. Lily turned to the queen. "I like your daughter. She seems kind." The queen nodded. "She has always been interested in other worlds, other peoples. Some of my advisors feared it made her too soft for leadership. I believe it makes her ideal." They walked in silence for a moment before the queen spoke again. "This illness, it came suddenly. 6 months ago. She was vibrant, full of energy. Then she began to weaken. Our doctors identified the genetic drift too late to prevent the damage. Sorry." Lily said, genuinely moved by the queen's obvious pain. "Tonight you will dine with the royal council." "Queen," Zara said, changing the subject. "They wish to meet the human who has traveled so far to help our princess. Many have never seen your kind before." The council dinner was an elaborate affair. Lily was given clothing in the Tari style, though modified to suit human proportions. The fabric shimmered and changed colors slightly. With her movements, the dining hall could have held hundreds, but only about 20 Tari were present. They sat at a circular table with Queen Zara at what Lily assumed was the head position. Lily was seated to her right. The food was surprisingly compatible with human biology. Though the flavors were unfamiliar combinations of sweet, sour, and spicy, Lily found most dishes pleasant, some even delicious. The council members asked endless questions about Earth, human society, and biology. Lily answered, as best she could, aware that she had somehow become Earth's first ambassador to an advanced alien civilization. After dinner, Queen Zara escorted Lily back to her quarters. "Tomorrow will be difficult," she warned. "The procedure will take several hours. You should rest." Lily nodded, suddenly feeling the weight of everything. Tomorrow she would either help save an alien princess or fail in front of an entire royal court. No pressure, as she prepared for sleep in the strange but comfortable alien bed. Lily wondered what her colleagues back on the station would think if they could see her now. The quiet botanist dining with alien royalty, about to participate in an experimental medical procedure. She drifted off to sleep, watching the ceiling of her room, which seemed to display the unfamiliar stars of Toron's night sky. Tomorrow would change everything, for the princess, for the Tari, and for Lily herself. 6 months after her return to the Jupiter station, Lily stood before the United Earth Council in their Geneva headquarters. The chamber was packed with officials, diplomats, and military personnel, all eager to hear from the woman who had become humanity's first contact with an advanced alien civilization. Lily had spent weeks in quarantine after her return, undergoing countless tests and debriefings. Scientists had confirmed the changes to her DNA, the subtle improvements to her cellular structure. They had analyzed the technology and biological samples she had brought back, finding marvels beyond human science. The crystal from Queen Zara still hung around her neck, a constant reminder of her time on Tauron and her connection to Princess Lyra, a connection that remained strong despite the vast distance between them. Director Patricia Walsh of the Global Space Initiative addressed the council. Dr. Mason has been thoroughly vetted. Her account has been verified by multiple sources, including data from the Jupiter station and analysis of the alien technology she returned with. We believe her story is accurate in all details. Murmurs filled the chamber, some skeptical, some excited. Lily remained calm, drawing strength from the strange bond she shared with Lyra. She could sense the princess even now, a comforting presence at the edge of her consciousness. Lily Mason. Director Walsh continued, "You have been asked to appear before this council to formally present the TARI proposal for diplomatic relations." Lily stepped forward to the podium. "Thank you, Director Walsh. Honorable council members, I come before you not just as a botanist from Jupiter Station, but as a designated representative of the TARI royal family." She touched the crystal at her throat. "This marks me as friend of the crown, authorized to speak with the Queen's voice in matters between our worlds." The chamber grew silent as Lily described her experiences on Tauron, the medical procedure that saved Princess Lyra, the unexpected bond that formed between them, the genetic exchange that had subtly altered her, the technological and scientific gifts offered freely to Earth Queen Zara, and the Royal Council of Tauron propose a formal alliance between our worlds. Lily concluded. They offer technological exchange, scientific collaboration, cultural sharing, and mutual defense. Their civilization spans 12 star systems. They have encountered other spacefaring species, some friendly, some not. They believe humanity has potential. They wish to nurture. Councillor Meng of the Asian Coalition leaned forward. "Dr. Mason, some would say you have been compromised. Your DNA has been altered. You share some kind of psychic bond with this alien princess. How can we trust your judgment in this matter?" Lily had expected this question. "I understand your concern, Counselor, and in your position, I would ask the same. But the changes to my biology are beneficial. Not controlling my mind remains my own. The connection I share with Princess Lyra is one of mutual understanding, not dominance. I can sense her feelings, her general thoughts. But I remain Lily Mason. We have studied the TARI technology." Lily continued. "The data they provided, their history as they shared it with me. Nothing suggests deception or hostile intent. They could have taken me by force. Instead, they asked. They could have kept me. Instead, they returned me with gifts. Their actions show their character." Councillor Rodriguez of the Americas spoke. "Next, these gifts, as you call them. Some might see them as bribes or perhaps Trojan horses. How do we know they aren't dangerous?" "The scientific committee has examined everything," Lily replied. "No harmful elements have been found. No hidden surveillance. No weapons. The botanical database alone contains cures for 3 previously untreatable human diseases. Plants that can grow in environments too harsh for Earth species, materials stronger than anything we can produce. The TARI share freely what took them centuries to develop." The debate continued for hours, Lily answering questions, explaining details, clarifying misconceptions. Throughout, she felt Lyra's presence, a gentle encouragement across the stars. Finally, Director Walsh called for a vote. The council would decide whether to accept formal diplomatic relations with the TARI as the votes were tallied. Lily closed her eyes, focusing on her connection to Lyra. She sent her feelings across the void, her hope, her determination, her belief that their worlds could benefit from each other. The princess responded with similar emotions. Confidence, trust, friendship. Counselor Chen announced the results. The United Earth Council has voted to accept diplomatic relations with the Tauri Kingdom. A delegation will be formed to establish formal protocols. Communication channels will be opened. Lily Mason will serve as Earth's interim ambassador until permanent diplomatic staff can be trained. Relief washed over Lily. She had done it. Opened. The door between worlds created the possibility of friendship between two vastly different species. In the months that followed, Lily helped prepare the first human delegation to visit Tauron. Scientists, diplomats, military observers, all carefully selected, all extensively briefed. A Tauri ship would arrive to transport them across the stars. The night before their departure, Lily stood in her quarters at the Geneva complex looking out at Earth's moon. She felt a stronger than usual pull from her connection to Lyra. Opening herself to it, she experienced a vivid vision. Lyra, fully recovered, standing in the royal gardens on Tauron, her face turned toward the stars, her mind reaching out. Tomorrow we meet again. Sister of my soul. Lyra's thoughts came clearly across the void of space. The beginning of a new chapter for both our peoples. Lily smiled, sending back her own thoughts. I look forward to it. The first of many exchanges. Many shared discoveries. She felt Lyra's happiness. Our bond has created something greater than either of us could have imagined. A bridge between worlds. Lily touched the crystal at her throat, feeling its warmth. Who would have thought a quiet botanist would change the course of human history? The future spreads. Before us, Lyra's thoughts whispered. Both our species growing together, learning, sharing. Our bond is just the first of many connections that will form between our peoples. Lily prepared for sleep. She reflected on how much had changed. A routine. Assignment studying plants in space had led to first contact with an alien civilization. A desperate queen seeking help for her daughter had created an unprecedented alliance. An experimental medical procedure had forged a bond across the stars. Tomorrow, she would return to Tauron. This time not alone, but with representatives of her species. This time not as a medical subject, but as an ambassador. This time fully understanding the weight of her role as bridge between worlds. She dreamed that night of blue skies and purple forests, of earth plants growing on alien soil, of human and Tauri children playing together, of ships traveling between stars carrying knowledge and friendship in both directions, and through it all ran the golden thread of her connection to Lyra, a princess who had faced death and found new life through an unexpected savior from the stars, a bond that transcended biology and distance, a friendship that would shape the future of two worlds. When Lily awoke the morning of departure, she felt refreshed, filled with purpose. The crystal at her throat glowed softly as if reflecting her determination. Director Walsh met her as she prepared to board the transport to the orbital dock. Dr. Mason, she said formally, you have changed everything. You know. History will remember your name. Lily smiled, thinking of Queen Zara's similar words months ago on the Tauri ship. I was just in the right place at the right time, with the right enzyme in my blood. Walsh shook her head modestly. It was more than that. You chose to go with them. You chose to help. You chose to build a bridge rather than a wall. Those choices matter. As Lily boarded the shuttle that would take her to the waiting Tauri vessel, she felt Lyra's presence stronger than ever. The princess was waiting, excited for their reunion, eager to continue the work they had begun. Two women from different worlds, bound by blood and mind and purpose. United in their vision of a shared future where humanity and the Tauri grew. Together, learned together, reached for the stars together. Lily Mason, botanist, diplomat, friend of an alien queen, soul-bonded to a princess, took her seat on the shuttle and looked toward the stars. Her journey was just beginning. The journey to the alien homeworld took 3 Earth days. During that time, Lily learned more about the Tauri and their society. Queen Zara showed Lily to her quarters aboard the massive ship. The room was spacious with curved walls that glowed softly. The bed, if it could be called that, seemed to float above the floor without supports. You will be comfortable here, the queen said. Her voice had a musical quality that Lily found pleasant. "We have adjusted the gravity and air composition to match your Earth station." "Thank you," Lily replied, looking around with wonder. "This is more luxurious than my quarters back home." The Queen made a gesture that Lily interpreted as pleasure. "Our guests, especially those helping the royal family, deserve the best." Accommodations, a panel on the wall lit up displaying what looked like a map of stars. Lily approached it curiously. "That is our journey," the Queen explained. "The red point is our current location. The blue is our destination. Tauron, our homeworld." Lily studied the unfamiliar star patterns. "How far are we from Earth?" "Very far by your measurements," Queen Zara admitted. "What would take your fastest ship centuries takes us days." Lily felt a chill run down her spine. The realization of how far she would be from home hit her fully. She was truly placing her life in alien hands. The Queen seemed to sense her unease. "Do not worry, human. The treaty I showed you is binding. I swore on my crown to return you safely." Lily nodded, grateful for the reassurance. "May I ask about your daughter? What is she like?" Queen Zara moved to sit on a curved bench near the window. Her crown of horn-like protrusions caught the light, making them shimmer. "Lyra is brilliant and kind," the Queen said, her voice softening. "She has her father's curiosity and my determination. She was studying to be a scientist before her illness worsened." "A scientist?" Lily asked, perking up. "What field?" "Xenobiology." The Queen replied with what might have been a smile. "The study of life on other worlds. She was particularly interested in Earth." "Actually, that surprised Lily." "Why Earth specifically? Your planet has such diversity," the Queen explained. "Most worlds with intelligent life have far fewer species. Your Earth has millions. It fascinates many of our researchers. And Lyra was especially drawn to your plant life." Now Lily understood why she had been chosen beyond just the enzyme in her blood. Her botanical expertise might be useful too. "Would it be possible for me to speak with your medical team?" Lily asked. "I want to understand exactly how my enzyme will help the princess." "Of course," the Queen stood up gracefully. "I will arrange it for tomorrow, after you have rested from your journey." That night, Lily struggled to sleep, despite the comfortable accommodations. Her mind raced with questions and concerns. When she finally drifted off, she dreamed of blue-skinned children with opal eyes playing among her plants in the station greenhouse. The next morning, or what passed for morning on a spaceship, Lily was escorted to the medical bay by a Tauri female introduced as Nara. The alien was slightly shorter than Queen Zara, with fewer crown protrusions marking her as younger or perhaps of lower rank. Nara spoke English well, though, with the same musical accent as the Queen. "The medical chief is eager to meet you," she told Lily as they walked through corridors that seemed to pulse with subtle light. "He has been studying your biology for many cycles." "That sounds slightly unsettling." Lily admitted. Nara made a trilling sound that might have been laughter. "We have observed many species human. It is how we learn about potential allies." The medical bay doors slid open, revealing a vast chamber filled with technology unlike anything Lily had seen. Curved screens displayed what looked like DNA sequences. Tauri medical staff moved between stations, their movements precise and efficient. A male Tauri approached. His crown was smaller than the females Lily had met, and his skin had more of a green tint than blue. "Welcome, Earth botanist. I am Chief Medical Officer Varix," he said with a slight bow. "I have studied your biological samples extensively." Lily tried not to think about how they had obtained those samples. "I understand you need an enzyme from my blood to help the princess." Varix gestured to a nearby screen where a complex molecular structure rotated. "Your species calls it enzyme P45T. It is rare among humans. Only one in several million produce it in quantities useful for our purpose." "And how exactly will this help Princess Lyra?" Lily asked. Varix touched the screen, changing the display. "The princess suffers from genetic drift, a condition where our DNA becomes unstable over generations. Your enzyme has unique properties that can stabilize the degradation process." Lily studied the display, though much of it was beyond her understanding of genetics. Even if it works, what happens after? The princess will need more of the enzyme, won't she? Verex nodded. Once we isolate the specific properties, we can synthesize it, but we need a pure live sample to begin the process. The implications dawned on Lily. They needed her blood, a lot of it perhaps, but she had come this far. How much will you need? She asked, trying to keep her voice steady. Not as much as you fear, Verex assured her. We have methods to amplify the enzyme once extracted. The procedure is not dangerous for humans. Lily wasn't entirely convinced, but she had little choice now. The princess needed her help, and she had given her word. When will I meet Princess Lyra? She asked. Soon, Nara answered the queen. Wishes you to meet her daughter when we arrive on Toron tomorrow, by your Earth time. The rest of the day passed with Lily, learning about Tauri medicine and sharing her knowledge of Earth botany with interested alien scientists. They were particularly fascinated by plants that could survive in extreme environments. That night, as Lily prepared for sleep, her door chimed. Enter, she called. Queen. Zara stepped into the room, her tall figure silhouetted against the corridor light. I come to thank you personally, human. Your willingness to help my daughter has given our people hope. Lily smiled, feeling a strange connection to this alien ruler. I haven't done anything yet. Your Majesty, the Queen moved further into the room. You have trusted us, that alone is significant. Most species fear what they do not understand. Lily considered this. Humans have that problem too. Perhaps that is why I find your kind interesting, the Queen said. The capacity to overcome fear with curiosity. It is rare. As the Queen turned to leave, she paused. You will see our world tomorrow, Lily Mason. The first human to set foot on Toron. History will remember your name. With those words, she left, leaving Lily, staring at the closed door, wondering what she had gotten herself into and what wonders tomorrow would bring.